Sand and stain the boards, then make your designs in Design Space. Cute Sidekick, highly recommended. Stencil vinyl. Line it up real good. Burnish it to get out the bubbles. Now for a little finagling. The width is okay for my large Cricut mat, but the height exceeds 11.75. So we are going to take the top words on each sign and put them on their own square. We set the height to 11 and then center this. I'm doing the valley twice because it will be very challenging to reuse the stencil once I've done one sign with it. We need to weld each of these words with their respective lines. Then center and slice, discard these parts, and voila, there's our stencil. Rinse and repeat. 3 stencils, there you go. It's time to cut. Quick math tells me I have just enough and not to screw up. Oh no, I almost made a grave mistake. I almost skipped the test cut. Now hear me out. As much as I despise test cuts, I despise wasting and losing vinyl more. And see what happened? If I would have cut all of that without doing a test cut, it would have ruined it and I would have had no more vinyl left. Now I got it right. I can safely cut the vinyl. Use the stencil vinyl setting. Can you see it? You want to pull the mat away from the vinyl so it doesn't curl as much. It can be tough to get it on there just straight. Time to get out those pesky wrinkles. Realize there's gotta be a better way and find something hard to stick under the mat. Wow, what a difference. Stencil vinyl can be pesky. Now time to cut. A trick for this is to line up the tops and the hanging hole and then smooth out. Now we're going to weed out the letters. This is where the paint will go through to the sign. This totally works. I didn't even show you all of the weeding, so just remember how much is involved. Not gonna lie, this part was kind of scary and complicated. First, I had to be really careful about getting this on smoothly with no bubbles. Then I burnished it to make sure it would stick well to the transfer tape. Eyeball the placement. This part was the most frustrating. As I peeled it off, it kept trying to peel the stencil up, caused a bunch of wrinkling. It was super frustrating. I ended up cutting it off in pieces, and it still wasn't perfect. Then I went back over it, pressing it back into the sign, hoping that it would stick well enough not to bleed through when I painted. This part was fun. 3 coats of white paint, except for I realized I missed the 3rd coat for that O, so here we go. Very nice. There was a lot of detail work after this, but here are the final pieces.